Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast about leadership. Today, we will talk about some famous world leaders and what makes them great. My name is Sofía Rodríguez Navarro. I'm here with Gustavo Riaño, Laura Ramírez, Fernanda Cala, and Litzy Cordero. I'm Sofía, and I will speak as Policarpa Salavarrieta, a revolutionary leader of Colombian independence, who used her job as a seamstress to cover up her work as a spy in the middle of Spanish families. She is known for her bravery, her commitment to freedom, and her inspirational leadership even in the face of death.
Hi, I'm Gustavo and I will speak Barack Obama, the former president of the United States. He knows for his inspirational leadership, strong communication skills, and commitment to change and equality.
Hello, my name is Laura Ramírez, and the leader I will personify is Laura Montoya Upegui. She was a Colombian teacher and missionary who helped indigenous communities. I choose her because she was kind and helped other people. As an English teacher for children, I feel connected to her work because I also support my students, help them feel calm, and motivate them to learn.
Hello, everyone. My name is Fernanda Cala, and today I will represent Nelson Mandela. He was the first Black president of South Africa and is remembered for promoting peace, equality, and reconciliation after years of injustice.
Hello, my name is Litzy Gysell Cordero López, and I will speak as Gabriel García Márquez. He was a Colombian writer who won a Nobel Prize in literature. Through magic rallies, he showed the world to the soul of Latin America and proved that words can be a revolution.
Let's go with the questions and answers. What inspired you to become a leader? For me, as Policarpa Salavarrieta, the pain of my people, the injustice, the silence they endured. Each injustice was like a spark inside me, pushing me to act, even when it was dangerous.
For me, it's Barack Obama. I was inspired with the desire to create positive change in society and help people have better opportunities in life.
Um, for me, Nelson Mandela, growing up in the society full of discriminations made me realize that change was necessary. I wanted to defend the rights and dignity of my peoples.
For me, Laura Montoya, I was inspired by my desire to help others, especially indigenous communities. I saw that many people were forgotten and did not have access to education. This made me want to serve, teach, and bring hope to their lives.
And for me, Gabriel García Márquez, I was inspired by the need to tell the stories of my people and my country. I want to show the world the soul of Latin America through my words and prove that literatures can be a form of revolution to help people be heard.
What are your main qualities as a leader? For me, as Policarpa Salavarrieta, my main qualities as a leader were courage, resilience, and a deep sense of justice. I stayed true to my principles and I gave others hope that even in invisibility, we could be a force for change.
Barack Obama. I believe communication, empathy, and responsibility are essential. A leader must listen to people and work together to solve problems.
For me, Laura Montoya, I think my main quality are patience, love, and empathy. I always try to understand others and respect their culture. I also believe in education as a way to help people grow and have better opportunities.
For me, Nelson Mandela, I consider patience, determination, and respect very important. I could read as unity people even in difficult situations.
Bye. For me, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, I believe creative and imagination are essential qualities. A leader must be able to reinvent reality and inspire others to see the magic in their own live and communicate.
What challenge did you face? For me, as Policarpa Salavarrieta, the biggest challenge I faced was especially when I carried messages or met in secret. But I knew that fear was a shadow and I could not let it control me. I kept my focus on the future I believed in.
For me, Barack Obama, one of the biggest challenges was making difficult decisions under pressure and leading a diverse country with different opinions.
For me, Laura Montoya, one of the biggest challenge I faced was working in difficult places and sometimes not being accepted. Some people did not understand my mission. However, I continue with faith and strength because I believe in helping others.
For me, Nelson Mandela, I faced many obstacles, especially pain improvisations for 27 years. Despite that, in Raymond community to Justin and nevertheless job.
And for Garcia Marquez, one of the biggest challenges was making my voice heard when I had no research. I faced fear and economic difficulties, but I knew that a good leader cannot let fear stop a story that needs to be told.
Now, we will talk about what we learned from these leaders and how their qualities connect to our own lives. I learned from Policarpa Salavarrieta that in a world where women have been oppressed, it was not an obstacle for her. It taught me that if you have enough courage, you can achieve your goals and be an excellent example for other people. Her qualities connect to my life in a way that I love feminism, and I really like to watch how women have been so brave through years, and thanks to that, currently women live in a fairer world.
For me, Barack Obama, from my perspective, Barack Obama shows that leadership is about inspiring others and working for the common goods. I think qualities like empathy, communication, and perseverance are very important, especially in my future as a teacher. As a future educator, I want to motivate my students and create positive learning environment.
For same mother Laura Montoya, from this leader, I learned that a good leader is kind, responsible, and helps others. They show values like respect, empathy, and teamwork. I think these qualities are very important in my life because as an English teacher for children, I try to support my students, help them feel calm, and motivate them to learn.
For me, Nelson Mandela, in my opinion, Nelson Mandela teaches that true leadership and about standing up for use right even in when it is difficult. His life shows the importance of forgiveness and unity. As a future teacher, I would like to guide other use while respect and help with more voice and inclusive society.
And for Gabriel Garcia Marquez, I learned that creative and imagination are essential for leadership. He proved that words can with bridges and give a voice to those who the forget. In my life as a future English teacher, I want to use literature and storytelling to inspire my students to express themselves. I believe that, like Gabo, a leader should always be proof of their roots and work collaboratively and create a better future.
In conclusion, Policarpa Salavarrieta, known as La Pola, reminds us that heroism is not about fame or power, but about courage, loyalty, and love for one's homeland. She risked her life to fight for the independence movement and became a symbol of resistance and sacrifice. Thanks for your attention.
In conclusion, for Barack Obama, leadership means inspiring others to make positive change. We learned that good leaders listen, motivate, motive, and act with courage. Thank you for listening to our podcast.
In conclusion, as Saint Mother Laura Montoya, being a good leader means helping others grow and feel confident. Small action can make a big difference. As a teacher, I will continue supporting my students and motivating them to learn. I believe that good leaders create positive environments where everyone can grow.
And in conclusion, Nelson Mandela, uh, leadership is not about power, but about making a positive difference in the life of others. Um, is through the example of Nelson Mandela, we learned that true leaders at white counts respect and a strong sense of justice. And thank you for listening to our podcast. We hope you enjoyed.
And finally, in conclusion, Gabriel Garcia Marquez showed us that the leader can change the world through imagination and storytelling. He shows us that words are powerful tools to give a voice to the communicate and to keep our story alive. As a future teacher, I want to inspire my students to be creative and to use their voice to build a better future, just like Gabo did with his magic words. And thank you for joining us today.